And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Outside low. The count now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ozuna off of first with 2 away. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. On the ground to the left. Suarez throw to first in time. 3rd out. Back here at Chase Field, and starting in this one, Spencer Strider. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And Acuna able to make the grab. Here's Ketel Marte. 2 for 4 in the game last night. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, the tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Josh Naylor. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Strider, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Drilled out towards left center field. Harris after it. Squeezes it, and that is that. Top of the 2nd, and here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, He and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Next offering down in the dirt. Hard hit left side. Toss to Naylor, and Olsen is set down. So here's Murphy now. That clips the zone, and that is strike one. No score here in the second. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. He's got it, and there's two away. Two down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Two outs, bases empty. That's to third. What a stop. Throw to first. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a two-out RBI.
Up the middle, Marte slings to first, and Albies is retired. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Pavin Smith. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson. You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Got him swinging. Blew him away with a fastball after starting the at-bat with a bunch of breaking balls, Singy.
Yeah, that was a nice setup, Boog. Didn't offer him anything straight to look at on the first three pitches, so when they ran that fastball up there, clearly his timing wasn't there, and I doubt that's what he was looking to protect against with two strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. The pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. Here's Orlando Arcia. Liner, caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Acuna stands in now and watches strike 1. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Suarez throw to first in time. They get the out on Acuna. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Gurriel ranging back. Going, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His second of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And You know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the second game of the series. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the third, and the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. 0-1 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Slapped foul. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Fought off foul. Strider deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Wide throw, and it gets away. But a great backup there, and no one will move up.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was...
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
If he finds himself in a tough situation early, just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Gallen back to work. Off the plate, ball 1. There's the strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Out towards right center field. Carroll brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter now, Matt Olson. And that one clips the corner.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Sean Murphy. Ground ball, Naylor. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Marte, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Marte with another scorching run of play lately. Swings through that. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Now it's going to be Josh Naylor. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And there's the strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Off the mark there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Riley fires to first, and there's 2 down. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Pavin Smith. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. See you later. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 1-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was
this one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs, runner on first. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Swinging a foul straight back.
Inside ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch.
1 ball,
Being
2
at the
strikes.
top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Gurriel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Harris makes the grab, and that is that. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hit in the air, center field. McCarthy puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Albies takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Perdomo on to first, and Albies is retired.
Now batting, shortstop Orlando Arcia.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. And that one in the air center field. Harris sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Into center. Albies hauls it in, 2 away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-ups the wall. And that's a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Harris makes the catch. And that is back here in the desert, all set for the top of the 6th. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Here's Alex Verdugo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the 6th. And that's a base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
And that drops in for a strike. Outside low, and the count's full. Ozuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. To the right side. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Smith now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. Albies. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop.
Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2. That's way outside, and it's 1-0. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. And this place is rocking. His 9th homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1. One out, base is empty. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee also throwing. Next offering way off the plate. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now. 2 down. Base is empty. Now here is Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chase Field, here is Matt Olson. Yeah, that's fouled off. 0-1 now. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Toss to Naylor. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. McCarthy makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. To third, Suarez. That's out number 3. Offense.
Pitching for Atlanta.
And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter. Randall Grichuk. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning. Now, Jake McCarthy. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Lee, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. Throw into third. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
This is Corbin Carroll. 1 for 3. Nice grab. From his knees, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, second baseman
Ketel Marte up to the plate. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Line drive, that's a base hit out of the left center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that one wrapped foul. Two on, 2 outs. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves. New pitcher for the Braves, Angel De Los Santos.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
In the air, right field. Acuna sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits. Gabriel Moreno, the new catcher now. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there, and that one is gone. 3rd home run of the season. It's 7-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Safely into second. He's got a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nice.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Joe Mantiply takes over on the mound. This is his 3rd time out this year. Acuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one down the line. Suarez throw to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th. Alex Verdugo digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground right side, and that one handled over to first, and Verdugo is set down. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That one fouled off. Base hit center field. In comes the runner from third, And it's an RBI single. It's 7-3.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here is Austin Riley. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Ozuna off of first with 2 away. Ground ball right side. Marte on to first. Out number 3. So 2 runs. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Diamondbacks left fielder Lourdes Gurriel HR.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Now at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Now a fly ball to right center. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. Back here. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Gilbert Diaz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. On the ground to third. And foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
So it's their last chance in this one. Michael Harris II will hit next. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. This could end it. That's too low. 1-2 to count. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks even this series up at a game apiece.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.